Okay, I want to welcome everybody out today to our Cruise Like a Boss meeting. Today's October 2nd. And check this out. We are in the adults only pool. You gotta let them see it.
I am.
This is where you can go to relax and there's not going to be a million kids there. So this is like tranquility. So let me, hold on just a minute. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, you guys can see my PowerPoint, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll play from start. And, well, we're good for now. Peggy, if you get too noisy, I may mute you.
I will, yeah.
That I will, okay? That way you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so today is our Cruise Like a Boss meeting, October 2nd. Welcome to everybody who's here today. Richard and I are here.
Hi.
Mark and Lori will be talking. Hi. Welcome. And we have Peggy today.
Hey,
hi, Peggy. Oh, and she's muted.
She's muted.
Let me unmute you so you can say hi. Say hi, Peggy.
Fine, I'll take you off till I get upstairs in my chair.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I'll be back on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so let's see. Let's move on. So we are getting ready to cruise like a boss, and it's going to be all-inclusive April 28th through May 3rd. So make sure that's on your calendars because you're going to be busy during that time. You're going to be on a cruise. And the cruise incentive runs from Campaign 20, 2017, through Campaign 6.
And we're already in 22.
Yeah. So I'm going to have Richard explain today what you have to do to earn the cruise.
Okay. Well, first you have up here, number one is you have to have a personal word sales of either $300 to $499. That'll get you 100 points on the cruise. And then if you go over $500, you get 200 points. And number three, it's recruiting from an Avon source, such as Alma. That's if you earn points if your recruit from Alma places a first or second order of $150 and then pays for it. And then if you get a personal source recruit, you get somebody you personally know or you're out recruiting locally around your house, then and they place a first or second order of $150 and pay for it, you get 300 points. That's double for a personal. And number five is your recruit places an additional $150 order. This is the sweet spot of the whole cruise right here. You want to sign up people immediately because every single order that they place of $150 and pay for it, you will earn 100 points on that as well. And that's, well, we're getting further into the campaign now, but you can earn on this up to about 1,000 or 1,100 points right now. We're like 2 campaigns in. Number 6 is title promotion, ambassador and above. You earn points for advancing to a higher advancement title for the first time. So you'll earn 1,000 points by advancing title. And then if you mentor someone, if you help somebody on your team, you get your new recruits that you've already signed up, and you get them out there working, and you help them get a title promotion, you get 500 points. It's pretty cool, too. They're throwing these things in. It's just an additional thing as you're working to get the cruise. If you get 1,500 points totaled up, you earn the Avon Beauty Case. And then when you get up to 3,000 points, you get the Avon Tote. That's a $75 value. And then at 4,500 points, you get the Avon Carry-On Suitcase. Mine's going to have Huber written across it because I don't want it to blend in with the other 6,000 suitcases that everybody's going to be winning. And then for 7,000 points, you get a trip for one, but that's not good enough for us because I want Lynn to go too. So we're going to get 11,000 points. Ha ha.
Ha ha. Okay, so the tracking is up. This is in Vibe. And I just wanted to tell you, I went looking and I found out if you're not on Vibe, you can go to Sales Leadership, Leadership Incentives, and then under Cruise Like a Boss, click on Get Details and scroll down and you'll see this for you. So if you're not on Vibe yet, if you are new to leadership or whatever, you can get this there. So Sales Leadership, Leadership Incentives, Cruise Like a Boss, and Get Details. And then if you're in Vibe and this isn't showing up for you, go up here where it says edit panels, and you can click on that, and then you can drag it out onto your dashboard. So let's move on. Okay, I filled out this form again. And you guys, I want to tell you, looks like we haven't even started. So this is someone starting in campaign 23. But,
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay, this $100 for each additional campaign.
100
I
points.
was under the impression it was just through Fast Start. But if
No.
anybody,
No, the 100 points is for as long as the cruise goes. Through the entire 13 campaigns of the cruise.
oh, so if I have a new recruit, I can actually get $1,300
Points.
to hit points for every. Oh, see, I thought it was just the 8 per. The 7,
Yeah.
you know, 8 per
No, so let's look. Let's say that you start in campaign 23.
Okay.
You have $300 order, so you get 100 points. You get a personal recruit, and then that's 300 points. Now, let's say that personal recruit places another $150 order on their second order. You're going to get another 100 points. And if they do it on their third order, you're going to get another 100 points. And every campaign through the end,
Oh, okay.
you $150 order.
So it's not married to Fast Stock.
No,
Fast
it
Start.
has nothing to do with the Kickstart. I use, and I've been training to use the Kickstart to help you, because it helps you to give them, motivate them to get that $150 order.
Right. Okay, good.
In fact, it's motivating them to do 200 and 250 and 3, but at least it's 150, right?
Right. Okay, good. Sorry.
So let's just say if you're brand new to leadership, and let's say you get one recruit each campaign, that's 300, 300, 300. You can't get all my recruits until you reach Bronze Ambassador. So that's three people to get to Bronze Ambassador. And let's just say, they don't place one every single campaign because this is real life and not everybody's going to place an order every campaign. We hope they will, but we have to be realistic. So by campaign 25, though, they can promote to Bronze Ambassador and get 1,000 points. Now, because they didn't start early, the later you start getting busy in this promotion, the more people you're going to recruit, because we're going to have to cram a lot more into here, because all of this gray area is when there's no more time for people to have their 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 12th orders. Because if we're already in campaign 2, they're only going to get 5 chances to place that order. So you're going to need more people the later you start. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Any questions? Oh, and then down here, see what I did? I got down here to campaign, whatever this is, 2. Now I've got like Alma recruits here. They've like 2 people, 1 Alma recruit here, 1 personal recruit, and then 2, because you're going to need a lot more. And you guys, this isn't that hard. I've signed up 10 Alma recruits in one campaign. So it's not that hard if you're buying leads, just to tell you. But like, okay, so by campaign 2, they could promote again to the Silver Ambassador, because now they have 6 people or 7 people on there, so they should be able to qualify for that. And you seriously can get to Gold Ambassador and get 3 promotions through this incentive. What's cool is Avon sets these incentives up now to help us to build our business, and we can earn the cruise the same thing.
The one thing I want to say is another reason why it's so important to get started now getting recruits is this is where we're going to be right here. This is Christmas down here, 26 and 1. That's going to be Christmas. Right now is where most of our sales are in Avon. We probably earn 40% more during the holiday season. So it's going to be easier for our recruits that we get to place these $150 orders. So that's the reason why you want to get started now. You want to get them started so they can have a chance to be selling Christmas stuff, make money, and be able to hit these goals of 150 a campaign. Also, you're running out of time. Tick-tock, Peter Pan. The clock is running out here.
Peter Pan. All right, so let's move on. So then this is just the second part of our tracking that we have in our group, where you can just keep track of each of your recruits and whether they got qualified and if they got their orders in. So that's just pretty simple. Okay, tips for earning the cruise. This is kind of a repeat from last week, but get started now. What are you waiting for? Front load the promotion. Act as if you only have half the time to complete it. We're 3 campaigns in now, so if you haven't already started, do it now. I know I have people on my team anyway, and I know there's people in our cruise group that are saying, yeah, I'm going to be there, but I haven't seen them appoint any new reps yet. So get busy. Anyway, make a plan. It's not going to just happen, you guys. It's going to take deliberate effort. If you want to be on that ship, it's going to take effort. So you need to determine what sales goals are you working for? How many team members will you recruit? You need to create a plan to help you get there. Know where you stand every day or every campaign. Look for opportunities to make more points and, maybe a title promotion, maybe helping your team members increase their sales. Maybe you need more recruits, but always know where you're at so that you know where you stand and plan for more than you need. If you think you need 5 recruits to earn this, then plan for 10. I don't think 5's enough. I think you're going to need, 12, 13, 14 recruits, to be honest with you. Especially the later you start, the more you're going to need.
Well, the other thing I'm watching sorry to interrupt, but I've got a bunch of people who did 19, but they didn't have to place their first order till 21 or 22.
Right.
Mhm.
Because of where they fell, and that surprised me.
Yeah. Well, and even if they placed their first order in 19, and if they didn't qualify until 20, they still count.
No, I put them in 19. We signed them up and get everything. But when Avon sent them their stuff, they sent it for 21 because of their RPS and stuff like that.
Right.
So they had time. And so it was like, that threw me off. It was like, I was wanting you in 20.
But you can still start them in 20. I give all my reps, every single one of my new reps, I don't wait for their appointment.
No,
I give them
that. It just kind of surprised me that was out there. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got to put that in the equation.
Yeah. Well, it's a plus though. It's a good thing on this side. On the back side, you're going to have the same problem going the other way.
Yeah.
For right now, it's good because they're ending up in your cruise incentive, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So if you wait in campaigns 3 and 4, you might be biting the fingernails because they won't place it in time to get it counted.
Right, right. And that's it's gonna be, if you wait, you're gonna be biting your fingernails anyway, because that's why I want everybody to get started now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
No, you're good. So be willing to get outside your comfort zone. Avon isn't going to give you a cruise just because you want one. You have to work at it. You have to get outside your comfort zone. And you might need to learn how to reach more people. You might need to learn to approach people. Maybe you need to learn how to increase your sales. We have tips every single week for you guys here. So hopefully that will help you. And then don't give up no matter what. You've got this. It's totally doable. And you can do it. So just be consistent and do not give up. We are all going to be partying on the cruise together.
Mm-hmm. I'm buying everybody dinner.
Maybe Mark will buy dinner too. He's a big spender. Okay, moving on. Okay, so here's like my number one tip right now. Talk to more people. Some people dream of success while others wake up and work hard at it. So we have to decide which one are we going to be. Are we going to be a dreamer or are we going to be a work harder? Because that's what's going to get us on the cruise. Okay, so I am going to let Mark and Lori take this over. They're going to talk about how to increase your sales.
All right, so today we're going to talk about how to increase your sales with an Avon home or a book party. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide. So, I want to talk about a home party. This is just like a party like any other direct sales company like Tupperware or whoever. This is where you have someone who wants to bring all their friends together and have a party, and you're going to go there and be the host or hostess of the party and get Avon orders. So first of all, you got to find a hostess, and I'll talk a little bit about what's in it for them here in just a minute. So if you get that set up and you've got a date, get your books ordered, make sure you have those, and have some demonstration products. If you're new, use your starter kit. If you just bought the $25 starter kit, you see that down here next to the brochure cover there. There's plenty there for you to do a home party, and demonstrate the products. And that's important. You're going to have to want to demonstrate those products. If you're going to need to buy products, stick to the stuff that really sells. Bath oil, Skin So Soft bath oil, the creamy body wash, and Skin So Soft lotions. Get samples of a new skincare because you're going to want to do a demonstration with those. You may want to bring some men's and women's fragrance samples and that bottle of Wild Country in the boot because that really displays well. And then bring 1 or 2 more pieces of jewelry. Don't bring them and display them. Wear them. Show them what they look like on, and that'll really get people excited. At the party, you want to demonstrate a product. Let them try the skincare on the back of their hand. We used to call it doing a hand show, right? Let them use your skincare samples or use your full-size product. Use a Q-tip or something to let them put a little bit on their hand and rub it in and see how it works. If you don't know what to say about the product, go to the brochure. There's great descriptions in the brochure on the product and what to do. And then, of course, it's a home party. So maybe your hostess will have drinks or something to eat, some snacks or something. It's a great way to get a group together and have a lot of fun. And then take orders and collect payments. Get those orders and get them paid for. That's what every other direct sales company does. You place your order, you get payments right there that night, so you're not worrying about collecting money later. And don't forget, get names, addresses, phone numbers. These are going to be your future customers and potential recruits. Once you get that done, you order the products, and here's the greatest part. You deliver the products in individual bags for the customers to the hostess, and she gets to distribute them to the customers. So you don't have to drive all over the place.
Yay, no deliveries.
Yay.
Yeah, so and if you want to bring a bunch of product, that's great. I would suggest not bringing product that you can sell immediately. You want to take orders. That's where you're going to get your biggest sales.
I agree. And that kind of protects the whole concept of the party if you're just taking orders.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go to the next slide. So let's talk about a book party. What's a book party? Well, this is where maybe your hostess doesn't want to gather everybody together at the same place, or maybe she wants to have them all come over and watch Project Runway. And then after Project Runway, she's going to pass the books out, and everybody's going to go through the books, and she'll take the orders. Well, that's a great way to do it, too. So what you can do is provide books and order forms to your customer, and then show her how to fill out the order form. It's really important that they know how to do that and to calculate the tax. You want them to collect that tax so it doesn't come out of your paycheck. Then the hostess can hold the book party. It can be a one-night event at someone's home. It can be several days. Maybe you give her a week to collect all the orders she can around her neighborhood or at a kid's soccer game or maybe in the break room at work. So she goes around and gets all those orders. And then as they fill out the order form, she collects a check or payment for each one of those orders. Then you have a prearranged time where you get together, you grab the orders from her, she gives you the payment, you place the order, and again, you deliver the products back to the hostess for distribution. So it's a great way to get a lot of additional orders and to increase your campaign order value. Let's go to the next slide. So why would somebody want to do this? Well, there's a couple good reasons. The main reason is just like in any other company, they can earn credit toward buying Avon products. So this is just an example I've got here. You can sell $150, you can earn 10%. Sell 300, earn 15, and sell 500 and earn 20. You can do whatever you want with that. You can say sell 150 and I'll give you $30, and sell 300 and I'll give you $50. However you want to do that, just make sure you're doing that with some intelligence in terms of what you're going to make. And here's an example right here. Let's say you have a $500 party and you're at 40% earnings. You're going to earn $200 on that party. Plus, you're going to hit that $500, which is going to get you your Cruse points. Your customer gets 40% of that $500, so they get $100 credit towards Avon products. But that's only going to cost you $60 because, again, this is brochure value. So your customer gets $100 towards those products, and that's only going to cost you $60. Mm-hmm. So you're really going to clear $140 on this party, and you're going to get your Cruse Like a Boss points.
What a great idea. Cool. Love that. Thank you for sharing.
You bet. That's it.
That's it. Awesome. You know, one other tip that I knew some girls in California, what they did rather than giving them credit of percentage, is they would let them order out of the demo book at the rep cost. for doing the party. So that's an option too.
That's a great option, especially for the holidays with all the great holiday products.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, awesome job, Mark. Thank
Yeah,
you.
good job.
But
Okay, so today we're going to talk about follow-up. Did you guys know that 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect? And 25% of salespeople, only 25% make a second contact and then they stop. And 12% make 3 contacts and stop. And only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. So if you make more than 3 contacts yourself, you're already way above everybody else. So 2% of sales are made on the first contact, 3% are made on the second contact, 5% are made on the third contact, 10% are made on the fourth contact, and 80% of sales are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. That's a fact. 80% of sales are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. And that's not only sales, that's recruits. That's anything. If you're trying to convince somebody to do something, or you're trying to sell them to buy products or sell them to become an Avon representative, 80% of them is the 5th to the 12th contact. And 10% of the people even get more than 3. So this is really powerful, and it's really important for your business.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk to you about my follow-up strategy. Now, I'm not an expert. I'm not saying my way is the way, but I just want to show you mine because I think that having a system makes things a whole lot easier. So when I get a lead, and this can even be somebody I meet at a fair, or somebody, now if they're a friend, it's going to probably be different. But if it's somebody I meet, I'm doing an expo and they come by my table, I'm going to treat them the same way. Or if I get them from lots of other, referrals or whatever, I'm going to treat them the same way. So immediately I call, text, email, and I send a card. So I call them. If they're there, I go, hi, this is Lynn with Avon. I'm just giving you a quick call because you had requested more information about being a representative. How can I help you? Let them talk to me. Let them tell me what they're looking for. That's how I start off. If I get their voicemail, I'll say, hi, this is Lynn with Avon. Just giving you a quick call because you requested more information. My number is blah, blah, blah. Give me a call. I'm also going to text you my contact information, and I'll email you with more details. So you can respond to my text or my email if you prefer, or give me a call. I look forward to talking to you. Then I immediately text them. And of course, in the text, there's a link to sign up. And then I email them right away. Even if they say, I'm going to sign up tomorrow, they still get the text and they still get the email. Mm-hmm. Because things happen and they don't always sign up the way they said, right? So I keep them on that system. I send a card. You don't have to, but it does seems to be one more touch. It really seems to help. So then 3 days later, I send text number 2. And then pretty much it's every week. So 7 days later, email number 2. 7 days later, text number 3. Then 7 days, email number 3. And then I kind of spread it out 14 days, text number 4, and then email number 4, text number 5, and email number 5. So this is like 9 initial contacts. If you count the 3 that I did right at the beginning, that's 12. So after this, I will contact them every 30 days. I'll find something unique to say to them. Right now what I'm saying is something to the effect of, do you realize we only have 4 brochures left before Christmas? And Christmas is our biggest selling time of the year. You want to get in and get, reap the benefits of that. Something to that effect. And if it's an Alma lead, don't ever close them unless they tell you to quit bugging them because well, as long as that Alma lead is open, if they sign up a year from now or 2 years from now, they'll still be under you. And also, from what I'm understanding, is if you close too many Alma leads, it's harder for you to get them. So anyway, that's just something that I've learned. I am going to take you and show you exactly what I do. We get out of this. And we are going to go to my website. This is my online beauty biz. This is my training website that I use for my team and for anybody else that wants to learn. There's a lot of people that follow me on this. You guys are receiving, a lot of you anyway, are receiving blog posts from me. So if you go down to the search and you type in Alma and just hit enter, you'll see a blog post that says how to work and convert Avon Alma leads. So scroll all the way down, and here's my scripts. Download my scripts. So we click on that. It's a Word document. I suggest that you can take these. You can make your own. You don't have to be. It doesn't have to be these. But I have text number 1, text number 2, text number 3. And if you keep scrolling down, you have the emails. So what I suggest you do is take the emails, create the emails and put them in your drafts in your email program. Or you can keep them in a Word document. You can edit, you can copy and paste. But you'll obviously need to edit it with your information. This first email is a little long. And so I break it up by highlighting things on here. So I'll say, at the time you submit your order, and I might bold it. I don't know why it is bolded. It's just not showing up for some reason. Anyway, so I would send text number 1, and just so you know, my text number 1 is my shuffle card. It's a virtual business card. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. They get this on their phone. It kind of has me, they can contact me by phone, by text, by email, a little bit about me. There's a link to purchase Avon. There's a link to get started with your Avon, and then there's a link to starter kit options, and I have the commercial and all the different ways to contact me. This has worked really well for me. And so if you go here, my first one says, "This is Lynn. You requested more information. Here's my business card with all the links you need." And then, when you put people into your Shuffle account, it creates a link specifically for them. What's really cool about that is it lets you know when they look at it and how many times they look at it. So it helps you with follow-up. You don't have to do this, but this is what my first one is. If you don't want to do this, then just start with text number 2 or create one for yourself for text number 1. So, like I said, I'm not telling you need to do anything. And so I have this all ready to go. I have all the text in a text file that I copy and paste from. The emails are all in my drafts in my email. And so when I'm following up with my leads, it comes up and it says follow-ups due today. And it'll say, Mary Clark, due today follow-up. I pull her up and I go, well, let's see. I've already sent her text 1 and text 2 and email 1 and email 2. So it's time to send text 3. Boom, I send text 3. So I don't have to think about it. And the good thing about that, about not having to think about it, is you are just giving yourself a task to do, and you're not like, oh, am I bothering them? Or you're not putting too much thought into, should I really call them today or should I not? Boom, it's on your schedule, you do it. And it just works so well for me. And so going back to that, that's how I do this. And like I said, it just works really well. And it also makes sure that you get your contacts in. So, and actually, since we're here, I'm going to close this document. You can download that Word document. It's right here in this blog post. And there's a link to my business card. Like I use send out cards to send cards. The link to my virtual business card, if you want to click on it, if you want to create one, you can create one for yourself. There's a link right on the card, and it's free for 14 days. After that, it's $10 a month. I'm not trying to promote it. I'm just letting you know what it is. So let's go back to our Facebook group for Cruse Like a Boss. There's been some people I've been talking to today that have been struggling a little bit with how to do certain things. So I want to kind of touch on them. First off, this is a pinned post at the top of the group, and this shows all of the upcoming and past meetings. So you always know the next meeting. Here's a link to it. We have an online presentation that it's just a YouTube video you can give to any one of your prospects. It's an opportunity meeting that I did. And then all of our previous online meetings are here, and this is updated every week. So from week 1 all the way up, you can do all of our meetings here. This is always going to be pinned to the top of our group. If you're on a phone, you need to click on View Pinned Post because it doesn't show it to you unless you do. You click on View Pinned Post. But the one that everybody was struggling with today was this Cruse Like a Boss leaderboard. So what I learned today is that you cannot edit this on a phone. So that's been the problem. So you have to do it from a desktop, which is sad. But, if you go in here to edit your numbers, and we are here, I don't think Mark and Lori are updated. Because that's not your number, is it?
No, we have 700. Woohoo.
700. Woo!
No, you're only at 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So when you click on this, you can click on Edit Doc up in the right-hand corner. And then scroll down. Let's go all the way down. Let's edit, Lori. So campaign 21, how many points did you get?
Oh, sure. Call me out now, and I
You
can't
said we
look.
have 500.
Yeah,
so
we
got
have
500.
500?
Yeah.
The one, you had like a $500 order, and then if I double click on it, I could click on bold. That's just
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
we have
you had a $500 order in the personal recruit, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Cool.
So then go all the way up to the top and edit your final number, which should be 700 then, right?
Yep.
Yes.
7. Huh. And that didn't bold, so we'll just click on bold. So that's how simple that is. When you're updating this, if you're not in here, go ahead and add your name. And put your points in the campaign you earned them, and then a grand total at the top. And then at the very bottom, click on Publish Update. That way we can all keep track of where we're at, and we know where we stand, at least between us. We can have a little healthy competition, right?
Oh, sure.
If for some reason you can't edit this, if you seriously don't have a desktop and you can't edit it, you can make a comment in here how many points you had, and one of us will go in and add it, okay? But do me a favor and put your campaign number and how many points you got and the grand total, so I don't have to guess and figure out what you're trying to think.
We don't read minds.
Yeah, we don't do a very good job of reading minds.
Come on, Richard.
Hey, there's Rick.
Hey, Rick. I muted you. I'll unmute you now. You were making a lot of noise when you came in. Hi.
Hello.
And Peggy's here, yeah. So,
I'm not on the truck today.
you're not on a truck today.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so let's go back.
Can I say one thing just real quick? Just scroll back where she has this, the last, all the events on there, where she has this here. If you have any questions, we have covered a lot of information on these, and these are really cool. If you go in, most of our calls have only been, most of these Zoom meetings have only been 30 minutes. You can go in on each one and watch it and freeze it if you want to learn how to do each section. If you have having trouble with whatever we discussed, you can stop the video and then you can start, and you can just go to and do an online training to kind of get caught up to speed, or if you're feeling deficient in anything.
And that's
we
a
have
good
sales
point.
tips and everything. So
That's a good point, because we've done some Vibe training and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So if you're not comfortable with Vibe,
yeah.
just go in there, watch it, pause it, open a new window, do what you need to do,
Right.
and you can go back and forth.
Techie stuff or just getting sales, but you can go back in and learn how to do it so you can get up to speed and I'll be on the boat with us. Anyway, back to the meeting.
Back to the meeting. So let's get back to the presentation. Okay. So we did this already. We went on there and we did this. So action and follow up. That's what it takes, you guys. It's just that simple. It's action and follow up. Again, you can dream about winning it, or you can take action and actually win it, right? And follow up is critical. And you know, if you just follow up, you're going to be ahead of everybody else. So talk to more people. Follow up with every brochure you give out. Even, I mean, you know, some people might be thinking, oh, I don't want to call them because I don't want to be a bother. But the truth of the matter is, and Mark and Lori, I'm sure will attest to this, I can't tell you how many times I've called somebody and said, hey, this is Lynn. I was just getting ready to place my order and I didn't want to leave you out. Was there anything you wanted? And they'll say, oh, hold on. I marked up my book. Let me grab it. And you'll get like $100 order. I mean, well, you might get $20 order, but I'm just saying you'll get an order. And it's amazing how many times that happens.
We had one the other day, a gal sent us an email because she's out of state, but she said, I found a dress in there before and I couldn't find it. Do you remember anything? And Lynn was able to look it up and we found it and she ordered it.
A second order.
50, yeah, second
within
order.
within the same
another
day.
$50 sale.
Yeah.
Mm.
So follow up with every person who says they might be interested in signing up to sell Avon, and then follow up with every one of your team members, new team members' orders, especially your new team members. I'm not a big fan of micromanaging my team. I really believe that, they have to be responsible for their business. But during this cruise, for the entire cruise, I guarantee you I'm going to be looking at every one of my new team members, every campaign, and reminding them to get that order in. Okay, so tips, know the requirements. Who doesn't have their passport yet?
I've got mine.
You don't have your passport?
I have to get mine renewed. It's on our agenda for this week.
Good job this week.Sk and Tina, do you have your passport?
We are getting it this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peggy?
I have mine, but that renewal thing's probably a good thing to check.
Yeah.
I just got in the safe deposit box thinking I'm ready to go, but when you said that, it's like, oh, yeah, we need to check.
Rude awakening to find out that it had expired.
That would major suck, wouldn't it? If you were packing for the plane and then you realize it's expired.
No, it won't expire, but I need to check the 6-month or 1-year rule.
Okay. Well, check it. Check
Because
it.
depending on
They're
where
good
you
for
go,
10
sometimes
years.
it's not valid within 6 months or a year of expiring.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, you might want to check that.
Yeah, you don't want it to expire on May 1st.
And keep in mind, you're going to have a whole lot more trips that you're going to be going on with Avon, so you need that
That's right.
anyway.
And can I just say, we were at Costco yesterday, so Rick and Tina, you can get your photo done at Costco for $4.99.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, that's
over at
good.
Costco. No.
And you
That's
have to be
cheap.
careful with that passport photo. They're very specific about what it needs to look like. So go somewhere and get it done. Don't try to do it.
Yeah.
You
And
can't do it yourself anyway.
Yeah.
You have to let them do it.
You do, and here's a tip. Mark and I had professional photos done at Christmas time last year, and we were going to use that photo, but you can't have your eyeglasses on in your passport photo. So make sure you take your glasses off for the photo. Exactly, Rick. Good job.
Yeah, no Santa hat either, Rick. No Santa hat.
I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Huh.
Can I cheat on it?
I know they're very particular, so you're just better off letting the post office take your picture or getting it at Costco or
Yeah.
somewhere that's.
Go someplace that does passport photos. They'll do you
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so who can tell me the cruise dates?
April 28th through May 3rd.
Yeah, your calendar is blocked off, right? You're busy that week. Rick, you're busy that week.
Yes. I already told him I'm going on a cruise, so I need my vacation.
Okay, awesome. And then front load the promotion. Like we said, we are 3 campaigns in already. Get busy, get going, because I really don't want to see you guys miss it because I know we are going. I know Mark and Lori are going.
Yep.
Hey,
I know Rick and Tina are going.
you need to
I'm
add
going.
this as a reminder to submit your vacation with if you're working.
Yeah,
Do that.
that fits in with mark out the cruise dates in your calendar because you're not going to have time to work that week.
I'm going to be busy in the middle of the ocean.
No truck driving on a cruise ship.
Oh, they don't have a truck there? Darn it.
Okay, so constant contact, monitor your numbers, set your goals high so you don't get to the end and find out you're like biting your nails because you're scrambling to get last minute in. And then don't give up until you get there. You will get this, and we'll celebrate on the cruise together. Okay, our next meeting is going to be next Monday, but it's going to be at 3 o'clock Utah time instead of 6 because I have somewhere else I have to be in the evening tomorrow. We are going to probably keep them at 6 p.m. most of the time, but next week we'll be at 3 Mountain time. So if for those of you that are watching the replay, that's Mountain time. Not Pacific, not Eastern. So pay attention. Okay, do we have any questions or anything anybody else wants to talk about?
Peggy still there? Did she fall into the tub?
No, I've got stuff done. But I ask my questions. Sorry, I'm on the asks when I think about them.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's okay. So we're all good? Okay, so we're like 40 minutes today. That's probably one of our longest meetings. Check out this ship. Don't forget, this is where you can be able to relax. There's not going to be any kids bothering you. You totally relax. Drink your umbrella drink, read a book, or swim in the pool.
I'll try to behave. I may be a little noisy, but
They have something like 5 pools on this ship, and I think water slides. So
yeah.
let's
It's
get
that gravity-free tunnel.
yeah.
That will be fun.
Okay.
I'm in
well,
there.
thank you all.
I'm in there.
Yeah. So Rick, you haven't been on a cruise, right?
This first time.
Peggy, have you been on a cruise?
No, we've missed it every time we've had a chance.
Oh,
We've
wow.
always taken the money.
Okay, Mark and Lori, you have, right?
Yes, we have.
Hey, you guys just don't even know. You will be so excited. You're gonna love this.
Yeah.
Look at Mark, he's nodding.
You want to get a lot of sleep beforehand because there's no time to sleep on the cruise. On the boat. Sleep later.
Yeah, you all
My
get
bed's gonna be on the lounge chair up there in front of that boat.
On the Lido deck.
Yeah, I'll be like sitting there. Just
if you've never seen a man cry, if you go on this cruise, if you're on this cruise, you'll see me, because on the last day when we have to get off the boat, they'll be dragging me, kicking and screaming. I'm still trying to get one more ice cream and a beer.
I'll just hide.
That's the first thing Richard checks out when we get on the cruise is the ice cream machine. And then visits it frequently.
That midnight pizza.
Okay, well, thank you all for being on. And
Yes.
we are going to end this somehow.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Great presentations again. Great info on there. See you, everybody.
Where is it? It's not coming up. Maybe we're not going to end it.
Where'd it go?
I bet we can do it this way.
Try that. All righty. We'll
All right, thank
see
you.
everybody soon.
Bye-bye.